I was in the right seat of an A36 Bonanza providing flight instruction. We were in actual conditions and we were at about 4,000 feet being vectored for an approach at the end of a training session, when suddenly there was a significant reduction in power. I could feel myself being put into my shoulder harness a little bit. As we're doing this, I'm holding just a little back pressure to hold altitude and the airplane slowing to best glide speed. And I talked the pilot through the engine failure procedure. Switching fuel tanks, that didn't do anything. Auxiliary fuel pump, that made it run a little rougher, turn it back off. Mixture all the way in, verify the magnetos, and pull the alternate air in that particular model of airplane. As the plane slowed to best glide speed, my vertical speed reached about 0 as well. And I was able to hold altitude at best glide. But if I went just a little faster or just a little slower, it started to descend fairly rapidly. I keyed the microphone, told Wichita Approach that I had a partial power loss, declaring an emergency, give me a vector direct to the Jabara Airport. And he gave me a heading. I began to fly that way. The controller did what controllers are supposed to do. Said, turn left heading 240 to intercept the final approach course. And I told the controller, negative, I'm going to maintain a heading directly to the airport. Given that they're trying to make this as easy as possible for you, as the controller said, descend and maintain 2,500 feet. I said, negative, I'm going to maintain 4,000 feet until you tell me I'm 2 miles from the airport. The controller, in trying to make things as easy as possible for me, was setting me up for failure had the engine completely quit. I started a descent, popped out of the clouds where we expected to, the airport's right in front of me, right there, and we made an otherwise normal landing. If you've had an anomaly like that and you can't explain it, clear the runway, shut down, and get out of the aircraft. Because when we came to a stop on the ramp and got out of the aircraft, suddenly I could smell a lot of fuel. Opening up the cowling, we found that the fuel injection line had somehow separated from the fuel injector nozzle and it popped loose and it was just spraying fuel everywhere. So I learned several lessons out of this experience. The first is we are pilot in command of our flight. When you have an emergency, don't ask the controller to tell you what to do. Tell the controller what you want to do and ask for what information you need to make that happen. And the last thing I learned is that after any engine anomaly, especially something that isn't clear-cut, you haven't totally explained, get the airplane on the ground, bring it to a stop, evacuate the aircraft there, just in case.